Peace be with you and welcome to Spiritual Courts. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning back, welcome back. Come on in. Let's have a real spiritual conversation. Where are my water signs at? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We're going to do a really short reading here, or we're just going to spend time. Let's just say that. I don't know how long the video will be. I feel like it's already finished in my spirit. I saw it already happen. So I know that what is about to play out here will be by way of no coincidences when we get to the truth by way of clarity, right? So take what resonates, okay? Leave the rest. You've already taken what has resonated. Before these cards come out, you've already taken what has resonated. You've already decided to leave the rest. Sometimes we have to leave information until it makes sense to us later. There's a lot of like good information, in my opinion, or in my own experience, that is now making more sense now than it did, right? Okay. I just heard delayed gratification. Okay, so y'all could be feeling that energy. Confirmation. I just heard my phone go off. Saluting the water signs, Pisces, Cancerian, and Scorpionic energy. What is it that the universe wants us to know? Current energy, okay? So something's in the reverse, something about somebody being exposed, possibly somebody that's trying to keep up with you. I just heard status quo, okay? This could be a keeping up with the Joneses ass energy. Maybe you get an outfit, somebody else gets an outfit. Somebody is really like fighting their ego. That's what I just heard, water signs. Okay, so take it as it resonates. Inferior lifestyle in the reverse, help just fell out. Somebody could be needing financial help or something like that. I get this feeling that somebody's going above and beyond to try to get your attention. Okay, you get a new car, they want a new car. This is somebody that's obsessed with competing with you. Inferior lifestyles in the reverse though, so they're being exposed for somebody that doesn't have it like that. I mean, and that's okay, but I feel like this person's going broke trying to keep up with you. Something about low quality, fraudulent, knockoff life, cheap, or something like that. And when I mean cheap, I mean this person's energy is cheap, right? Because things are just things, right? They're things. We buy what we buy because we like them. They're nice things, right? And hopefully you know that you deserve the best, right? Because you are the daughters and the sons of the Most High God. So why not? Okay, you have to have the best. But I feel like your energy is quality, okay? Again, this is not for all water signs. This is only for the high vibrational, ascending master, meaning you're mastering your own soul's mission by way of what you've come to do. You were born on a certain day because that is the date that you chose by way of the numbers. You came in communicating a code. There are some low vibrational water signs. This reading is probably not for you. Doesn't mean that you have to leave. You can absolutely take note, but you got Phoenix rising energy. You got Cancerian energy that has mastered, being within its shell, but also mastering the external world of flowing by way of water element. Okay. Then you got the Piscean energy, walking on water type energy, floating, perception, projection, dream state. Yeah. Page of Pentacles. Somebody's like penny pinching, trying to keep up with you, water signs. I don't know why we need to know this, why the spirit want us to know this. The Five of Pentacles, okay? It's like poverty. So somebody's literally going in debt, trying to keep up with you. Yeah. They're spending a lot of money they don't have to spend. Somebody needs to get real about their financial situation and stop trying to compete with you and who you are. Clarify, Holy Spirit, untrustworthy. Something like that. 10 of Wands. This person is stressed out trying to keep up with you. So whatever you're presenting by way of your lifestyle, let's just assume that maybe you don't have a lot of money. Maybe you just make things look really good. Hold on, y'all. Maybe you just make things look really good. Maybe you know how to take something that doesn't cost a lot and make it look good. Or maybe you're getting quality things and you save up for it. You're wise with your money. Somebody is like stressed out trying to go. I just heard, let's go toe for toe. Let's go lick for lick. Dang. You know, these are the weirdest battles because they're really in their own head about your life and what they think you have of value. Again, let's look at this from a spiritual standpoint. This is somebody that wants to look like they have it together. And they're going to die trying, okay? Death is not always a bad thing because there's some things that need to pass away, especially this person's view of themselves. Why is this here? You could know this, water signs, okay? Yeah, the Nine of Cups, big Pisces energy. So water signs, you're coming out overall energy, Nine of Cups. You know how to manifest. You know how to balance out your emotions. This is why the universe keeps giving you all of what you deserve. So Page of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands. Somebody is stressed out trying to keep up. Inferior lifestyle. They're untrustworthy, okay? This person is, you know, when you think about blatantly obvious competitions like this, especially obvious to somebody that's naturally psychic working in their water element, it's almost hard to watch because you're looking at somebody be so affected, so emotionally out of balance that they're going above and beyond to get some type of attention for you. I just heard this is all for you. Okay, yeah. So when you look at this from a spiritual standpoint and you really calculate what's going on, this person's got some issues, character issues, image issues, identity crisis. That's what I just heard. Yeah, don't walk around not knowing who you are. That'll put you in competition with people that don't even recognize you. They don't recognize your energy. Although they see it, they don't recognize it because they can't resonate with it. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. High vibrational water signs. Nine of Swords. This person's all over the place. Nine of Swords is like overthinking, anxious, planning, plotting, how to one-up you. Something like that, like how to do better than you. You get a job, they want a job. If you get a pair of shoes, they want a pair of shoes. Like somebody's going broke trying to keep up with your lifestyle. But I feel like the universe is giving you what you want. Yeah, the universe is giving you what you want. Knight of Cups energy, because you're emotionally stable. It's an energy frequency that you're tapping into, water signs, Pisces, Cancerian, and Scorpio energy. Yeah, look. Eight of Pentacles, toil and labor. So whatever you have is merely something that you've manifested by way of having decent work ethics. Yeah, you could wish, you could want, you could do this, whatever you're doing, whatever it takes to get what it is that you want. And so your life is comfortable. But Nine of Cups, your cup is full. Okay? You got the Seven of Swords. Why is the Seven of Swords there, Holy Spirit? Five of Swords. Yeah, somebody is weird. Nine of Cups to the Eight of Pentacles. This could be somebody that you work with. This could be somebody at your job. This could be a sibling. Nine of Cups, something like that. This is somebody that you see like a child. You see their immature ways. You may not even voice this. You may just process it and move along on a mental note. You're not overthinking the situation because you're simply being who you are, which is very authentic. And your life is a reflection of authenticity, whereas somebody over here is doing the most. Five of Swords, trying to sneak up on you, trying to watch you. Seven of Swords, sneaky and deceptive. Okay, you got the Five of Swords. Five of Swords represents being intimidated. Nine of Swords, look at all the swords, all the mental chatter. Okay, Nine of Swords. Somebody's determined to try to beat you at some type of weird, what is this? The Six of Pentacles. Yeah, this could be somebody that wants to get close to you, to learn more about you. They come in Six of Pentacles, but Six of Pentacles is equal give and take. Clarify, Holy Spirit. The Lovers in the reverse. Yeah, this is somebody that comes along like they like you, but really deep down inside, they harbor a lot of resentment, a lot of hatred. I feel like somebody plays it low, plays slow, they lay low. You know, they know that you're a master of self, but they try not to outshine you. But what's insecure within them outshines, not even what's insecure within them is being illuminated because you're shining too bright. When there's a lot of light around you, it absolutely will illuminate things on the external. It's the Ace of Swords energy. Yeah. Okay. So you got the Lovers in the reverse. Yes, this person really does dislike you to their core. Six of Pentacles. They're trying to play it smart. They're trying not to outshine you in order to get close to you. It's a strategy. It's a simple one. It's a waste of time, you know, because I feel like you're being a master of self and you're not looking for any recognition. Look at toil and labor. Look at how this person is diligently focused on what they're focused on. This person is not looking at their surroundings, although they're aware intuitively, right? The body's going to send them a signal to make them aware of what's around them. You're too focused on what it is that you're working on. Clarify, Holy Spirit. Inferior lifestyle, untrustworthy. Yeah, you got the Queen of Wands energy. Queen of Wands is somebody that's single, self-sufficient, fiery, gives good advice, honest, okay, and determined. Ooh, Ten of Cups in the reverse. This could be like a familiar family unit, okay? The Ten of Cups in the reverse. This could be somebody in your family. This could be a sibling that's always been in competition with you. Yeah, this person is trying to figure out how you're so balanced. Temperance energy. I feel like somebody paid too much attention to you. Somebody's tried all angles. This person has tried to come towards you in this weird ass energy of equal give and take with the Six of Pentacles. But yeah, the Lovers in the reverse. Come on, water signs. You know you're too psychic for that, Pisces. Cancer, Scorpio, you know you psychic. You see this person. Lovers in the reverse. This person is a hater. Ten of Cups in the reverse. I feel like this is like a family member trying to keep up with you. Cousin, sister, brother, something, okay? Or somebody that you treated like family. This could have even been a friend that you treated like family, like a sister, like a brother, something like that. And I feel like somebody's tried all angles trying to outsmart you. I feel like somebody's played slow and laid low enough that they thought that they could figure you out and study you. It's given 48 laws of power. You're going to have to do a whole bunch more to try to outshine a real master. 48 Laws of Power is an outdated book for narcissists. We done figured that shit out. Yeah, this somebody laying low, playing slow, trying to act like, yeah, they don't, like you don't know what they're doing. Yeah, it's a tower. That shit up out of here. I sit at the table with masters. Because when I sit amongst masters, we don't have to worry about being strategic. You know, we're not looking to kiss each other's ass. That's what I just heard. Who's going to kiss my arse? I'm not interested in that. We're not looking for slaves. We're looking for masters. This is somebody that thought they were a master, so much so that they were playing it safe, like extracting information from you. Okay? That's what I feel, in order to go do something better than you. But how is it that you're doing something better than somebody that is outdoing themselves on a constant, evolving? This is not regular Scorpio energy with the Tower. It's not regular Scorpio energy. It's Phoenix rising energy. With the Queen of Wands, it's not regular Piscean energy. It's setting fire to the rain energy. What do we mean by that? You got to set fire to your emotions, because you know, water signs, sometimes you get real emotional, right? You know how that is. Still waters run deep. Still waters run deep. Still waters, emotions. You feel, you know, empathetic, sympathetic, right? That's a good thing to have, but you got to master that. Everybody doesn't have access to that emotion within you. Oh no, it's just not the way it works. Temperance energy. There's a lot of fire here, water signs. You have to set fire to the rain. You had to put some heat behind your emotions, your water. Yeah. You had to get grounded. Eight of Pentacles. You had to zone in on what your earthly responsibilities are to balance out your emotions. Yeah, because look, somebody feels like you're just open. You'll give them, hold on, y'all. I feel like the cat is getting real frisky. Go ahead and go out, honey. Go ahead. Yeah, so listen. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. This is somebody that feels entitled. The Lovers in the reverse, but behind the scenes, they really don't like you. They actually hate you. They spend a lot of time thinking about how they want to destroy you. But you keep coming up as the King of Swords. Big October Scorpio energy. Big March Pisces energy here. Temperance energy. Nine of Cups energy. February Pisces energy. Cancerian energy is here as well. Okay. Water sign energy. Unite. Yeah, listen. Your water elements are stable and they're flowing, right? It's nothing like having water that can't flow. God forbid it, right? But you're flowing with life. So life is flowing with you. It's an energy of gratitude. That's what I feel. Whoa. Did y'all hear that? Somebody's mad about it. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me make sure. Yeah, honestly, I feel like there were no coincidences with that sound. I feel like somebody is really mad. I think they're going mad. I think they're going crazy. 9 of Swords. Because you keep flowing in a way that doesn't involve them. It only involves yourself. And this is really how you're winning. This is really how you're winning up against versions of yourself, right? Because to win, you got to be in competition with somebody. But when you're winning up against outdated versions of yourself, you're the best version of yourself now. Whatever this person has tried to take by way of your identity, or how you wear your hair, or if you get a pair of new shoes, or whatever they're doing, they're going crazy and they're going broke. It's a peculiar spectacle of a sport, isn't it? What a peculiar energy. You like, look at this person. They're going broke. 7 of Swords is them trying to see if you're watching them. This is somebody that is trying to get attention with their lifestyle. Oh, look at me. I just got my nails done. Oh, look at me. I just got my hair done. But really, it's not really for them. It's not because that's what they want. They're too busy trying to keep up with you. Untrustworthy. Yeah, the Lovers in the reverse. It's a whole hater. Somebody harbors a lot of resentment behind the scenes. 10 of Cups in the reverse. They have a broken, dysfunctional family dynamic within their DNA, and they're carrying all of their generational curses with no ability to break those curses because they're stuck in them. Whoever this person is, somebody is doing their bloodline a disadvantage by not being authentic. So now with this energy, inauthentic nature, not knowing who you are, not mastering yourself, but in competition with somebody who keeps, becoming a new person, is putting this person in the poorhouse. Look, Page of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 10 of Wands, 7 of Swords. A lot of money has been spent. A lot of energy has been put into creating a falsehood, creating a farcity. I cannot make this up. Somebody is farce, creating a lifestyle of what appears to be luxury, but really is an inferior lifestyle. It's low quality because of the energy or the lack thereof that is not in this person's life. Somebody has to go within. They're fraudulent. They're a knockoff, but you know this, okay? 5 of Cups, sadness, depression, all that work, all that money that I spent, all of what I did to try to get your attention, and it just didn't work. Well, listen, it's a nice thing when you get your nails done because it makes you feel good. When you get your hair done, when you take care of your physical body, you kind of hype yourself up. Yeah, you're like, oh, I feel good. I look good. Oh, great. Right? I feel like this person was doing it for the wrong reason. I feel like they needed you to see it. And if you didn't, it was like, okay, I feel like you're aware, but I feel like you don't care because you're moving more towards authenticity because you're becoming authentic. You are authentic, not becoming, or maybe you became more authentic with yourself. And so it's easier to spot this type of energy. It's easier to spot this type of peculiar behavior by way of just bizarre activities. Somebody's going broke, literally. Okay. 6 of Pentacles. Somebody could need some type of handout, some type of financial aid, because their job is working you, but you're busy working on yourself. So you're becoming somebody new, and they don't like the fact that you move in silence. Yeah, I can't make it up. Look at how you're coming out. The Empress and the Star. Whoa. Whoa, this is powerful energy, water signs. You're the mother of invention. You're so creative, you never run out of creativity. You've tapped into inexhaustible energy, inexhaustible enlightenment, inexhaustible knowledge, infinite knowledge, eternal being. You've ascended to somebody that everybody can't be around. And the people that are around you are simply a reflection of your inner man, your inner woman. You are the mother of invention. The star, look at you coming out in this Aquarian energy. No matter what your sign is, your water placements are well. Your earth placements are well. Your fire is well. Okay. You could have needed to light your fire. Maybe you were being too much of a Queen of Cups, too much in this temperance energy that somebody thought you were somebody to play with. Somebody should have played another game because this ain't what they want. They don't even know how to play this game that they've created. 5 of Cups. This is why they're disappointed, sad. With the 4 of Swords, this person is exhausted. They're exhausted trying to keep up with you, trying to one-up you. Yeah, somebody literally obsesses over you when they're getting things in their life, when they're doing certain things, because they want so badly to present this appearance of having it all together. But when you pull back the layers, they're losing it. This is a really good example of why it's important to stay in your lane. You know, if you don't like your lane, you know, then do some type of reconstruction, you know, okay? Like, it's your spot, that's your walk, that's where you gotta go. Don't abandon your path trying to obsessively interject yourself into somebody else's journey. It'll always end up in the 4 of Swords energy where you laid out and exhausted. Somebody's exhausted, okay? Water sign energy, what's good? I feel like you got the Ace of Cups. Yeah, the 9 of Swords energy. 9 of Swords is about fast thinking, action. I feel like you're looking more at yourself. I feel like you're learning more about love, you know, because one thing about water sign energy, still waters runs deep, you know, patience, kindness, pure love. Oftentimes, and unfortunately, there's a lot of people that do not know how to process that love. They don't really know how to process it. So you could have encountered people that they had never experienced love, right? Cancerian, you come off mothering. Scorpio energy, you heal through sex, sexual healing. Not only just sexual healing, but you invoke a death, Scorpio. When you come into people's lives, you create change. That's what death is. They have to change something about themselves because you're a walking, breathing example of what it looks like. You are the tower. You come in like something's got to die. You come in with the spirits of death, okay? Like, hey, something's got to die. Yeah. And so you could shake up people's life in a very peculiar way. Pisces, you come in with so much sensitivity. You show people the way by way of taking them there. You rule the feet. When I mean taking them there, you project out really good things. You see good things for them. Unfortunately, when you stop seeing something for them and they're not willing to see something for themselves, they get this misunderstanding that water signs, you're supposed to hold an indefinite space of love and light for them. No, we hold that space as healers, shamans, water sign energy long enough that somebody hopefully will resurrect themselves or come into a new body, right? Resurrection is resurrection of what you need to remember, okay? Not of a dead body, because that's your old version of yourself. Don't dig up no dead versions of yourself. Just resurrect yourself by way of knowledge and remembering, also known as awakening. Oh, he's woke. Oh, she's woke. Woke to what? Oh, who I am. So when you pull those spaces back, water signs, and you're not holding that space of love and enlightenment for them, people feel like they feel away. But they misunderstood. They misunderstood that, hey, I'm just here passing through. That is the responsibility, the great responsibility of water sign as a healer. But when you feel as though the spirit in the body doesn't want it, it's wise to stand in your confidence and know when enough is enough and walk away. And I feel like this is one of those cases. I feel like somebody is fighting tooth and nail, trying to make things appear to be something that they're not. But I feel like this person is feeling like if they do this, then they can present themselves to you to come along and be a part of your your new beginning. You're in the 9 of Pentacles. Single, self-sufficient. 9 to the 8 of Pentacles. You're somebody that works. You focus. You see what you want. You manifest it. You go after it. You work in silence. If you don't have it, you don't act like you got it, because you're not really here to impress anybody. You're choosing yourself, because that's wise. And people that are doing the same are never offended by the fact that you're loving on yourself so much so that you know what you deserve and you manifest it, and it happens. Whether people see it or not, whether they know about it or not, it happens for you. It is a spirit that somebody is trying to buy, and they can't seem how to buy it. They're buying a whole bunch of things on the surface, trying to keep up with your eternal lifestyle. They're in an inferior lifestyle, right? The 5 of Swords. Sneaky, deceptive, Knight of Swords. I can't make it up. Period. Listen, the Ace of Swords. And underneath it all, you know the truth. It's like somebody trying to create an illusion, but you already see the truth. Yeah, I can't make this up. You got the 8 of Wands in the reverse. I feel like you're not in communique with this person. I feel like you could have blocked this person. I feel like you ain't interested. I feel like you're just not interested. On a telepathic level, on an energetic level, you have solved some type of, how do you say, puzzle. And I feel like you did that by way of going within. This was never really an external battle. Somebody's fighting on the external, and you're doing something internally. It's a completely different way of living life. It's the way that you get through life on the internal. I can make it up. You got the Ace of Pentacles. So you're coming into some type of payout, some type of money. This could be unexpected income or expected income. Maybe you're doing something to get this, but you're focused. 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, this is, I feel like, honestly, water signs, whoever this person is or these people are, I feel like it's petty intrigue. I feel like you've already figured this out. You already see what it is. Knight of Cups. Yeah, look, I can't make this up. Knight of Cups, King of Cups. Oh, this is the King of Cups. I do apologize. The King of Cups. The King of Cups is somebody that's mastered their own heart, mastered their own emotions. So their internal world, their external world are in balance. Temperance energy. Ace of Pentacles. You're patient. You're patient with what it is that you want. You're diligent because you want it for the right reasons. You've learned to want something for the right reasons. You've learned to want a better version of you for the right reasons. You've learned to focus on yourself for the right reasons. It's something about knowing the why. You know, with anything that we want, why do I want that? You're coming up as divine feminine, men, women of the cosmos. Something about your fertility. Look at that fairy. Something about you being more fertile. You've ascended, water signs. Like, I'm talking to some water sign masters. 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 Masters. You're a master of your emotions. Water signs, you're a master. You're a master. That's what I just heard the ether say. Water signs, you're a master. Hermit energy, water signs, your Virgo placements are well. You easily know how to go within. If you know how to go within, you know how to disconnect from the external. Going within is a supernatural ability to disconnect from the world. Hey, I'm in this world, but I'm not really of this world. I'm in my own world, and my own world is creating a ripple effect by way of high frequency, because I cannot change anybody else, but I can definitely change myself. So when you have somebody in the shadows like this, watching everything you do, it's like, that's going to become exhausting. King of Cups, yeah, you're a master of your own emotions, a master of your own heart. Oh, high vibrational water signs. And you're coming out as justice, the sword of justice, the scales of justice. By way of feng shui, in your spirit, everything is balanced. Everything is balanced. That's what I just heard. Your environment where you live represents how you feel on the inside. I feel like if something's chaotic on the external, then usually people are chaotic on the mental level. But if they're chaotic on the mental level, they just need to sort through their own thoughts and put that shit in order. You know how they used to tell you in school, put this in alphabetical order, put your thoughts in alphabetical order, but also in that, decide what you want to throw away, toss away. I'm talking to some masters. You've tossed away something that you no longer need. It could have been like a overly nurturing of dead situations ass energy, you know, bringing love to the table where love is still not being served, hoping that somebody taps into their greatest potential to reciprocate that kind of love until you realize I can't sit here based on who you have the potential to be. That could have been a lower version of yourself, water signs. Don't forget that person. Remember them, but just know that person is dead. You needed that person. Over nurturing, people pleasing, you know, family members taking, sucking you dry. Okay, that's what I see. Okay, so now here you are. Yeah, I can't make this up. Somebody could have even been doing magic. This wanted to come up in the reverse. You know, magic represents a manipulation of energy, wanting something to be something that it's not, okay, and getting somebody else to believe that what they're seeing is real. You're a magician. You're a master alchemist. It's some bullshit. Somebody absolutely was doing some magic, though. You're the master of everything. All is well. And when I mean everything, I mean everything within you. Everything that operates within you. Yeah, look, the Four of Pentacles. Somebody keeps missing an opportunity to hold you back or harvest off of you. The Four of Cups. They're sad. They're depressed. Okay. And then you got the Page of Wands. The Suit of Wands represents something about you gazing upon the horizon, seeing something else. Wow. You could be deciding where you're going next, what you're going to do next, what your life is going to be next. You're planning. You're planning. That's what I see. Yeah. So this is petty intrigue, okay? You're not interested in petty intrigue. Yeah, Two of Cups. You're going towards healthy relationships because you're balanced. Yeah, you no longer want to be that person that holds that space of love and light, so much so that you lose yourself and you're debilitated and you're drained. You're not going to be that person no more. Because if you take care of you, you'll be a good example of what it looks like for somebody to self-care. And people either need to learn from that by way of you mirroring that out into the world, projecting that out into the world, or they need to get out of the way. But somebody's totally exhausted. Five of Cups, sadness, depression. Five of Swords, still being sneaky. Seven of Swords, still doing something. Penny pinching. Page of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles, going broke. Ten of Wands, way down, stressed out. It's very bizarre behavior. Eight of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody that you're not communicating with and somebody that you're not interested in knowing what's going on in their life. The Four of Pentacles, they're still trying to do something to hold you back. They could have been doing some type of magic. That shit backfired. It's petty intrigue. It falls away. This evil holds no weight. That's what I just heard. Yeah, the Page of Wands. Now they're watching you. They could be trying to get some type of information on you. Somebody could be getting a reading on you, water signs. Somebody could be getting a reading on you. High Priestess. Yeah, I can't make this up. I cannot make this up. You know, this is when you know that people have lost it. When they got to go get readings on you to find out what's going on in your life, child, they are so far from the truth. It's not even funny. Why wouldn't they be going to a reading to find out about themselves or maybe get some type of spiritual help? You know, hey, show me what's wrong with me. Instead, they go in asking about you. Again, they're still on the external. So what's going on the inside? Nothing. Vacant. But they got all the clothes, all the stuff. The credit cards are maxed out. They went above and beyond to try to keep up with you. Everything you got, they got. You get a red bow in your hair, a red flower. They want a red bow and a red flower. The moment you decide that you no longer want to wear a flower in your hair, they somehow get offended because you don't want to be the version of yourself that you once were. You've ascended and they were too busy copying that old version, so they get offended. How dare you? Oh, you don't wear a flower in your hair anymore? Oh, you dyed your hair from black to blonde. What happened? I was over here like, keep up. It's a dangerous world when somebody is authentic. Keep up. Listen, it's a dangerous world when somebody is authentic. Keep up. High Priestess, they're going to get readings on you. Suit of Wands, that's information, gathering information. Yeah. Ascendance, that's what I just heard. You've ascended. You got a victory here. Somebody's getting readings on you to find out that you are the High Priestess. Yep. Six of Cups. This person thinks a lot about the past. They stay stuck in the past. I don't know. I feel like this is like there's a sibling here as well that could be thinking about y'all's childhood. Something like that. There's a sibling here. Okay? There's a whole bunch of people here. Who knows who these people are at this point? You're very much aware of it. On a good note, the Tower is here. So you know the truth. The Tower is comparable, in my opinion, to the Ace of Swords. Because with the Tower, everything is cleared out. There's no illusions. There's no confusion. You see everything. The Tower leaves room for nothing to be unseen. There's no stone that is left unturned. Type ass energy. What's good, water signs? We've ascended. Okay, I can make it up. The Ace of Cups. You got the Ace of Cups. Divine offer, divine intervention, new beginning, new you. Your future is happening now, and you know that. Yeah, you're very aware. Okay. Something like that. What's in your cup? That's what I just heard. Love, joy, peace, a promotion, a new business, a baby, a new happy, just more and more and more of overflow of peace, love, and kindness. I love this. Yeah, you went inside to find out what's in my cup. I am my cup. A master doesn't just look at the cup and gain perspective. Is it half empty or half full? No, you became the cup. Only to realize there really is no cup. You became what was in the cup. Only to realize that what is up is down. Also, what is in is also out. In that order. You went within so you didn't have to go without. The Ace of Cups. I cannot make it up. Water signs. What's good? Water signs. What is good? What a pleasure. What an honor to channel good water placements. The Chariot. Big Cancerian energy. I just heard now what? Let's go. Yeah, you're moving forward. The Chariot is just like so much confidence built up, so much wisdom, so much I'm wiser now than I was. I'm excited about what else is coming, determination, overcoming. The Chariot has so many energies, you know. It also represents inner nurturing of your inner self, your higher self, like allowing versions of yourself to nurture you, right? Best versions of yourself. But in order to have a best version of yourself, you gotta go within to see this beautiful version of yourself very, very clearly, like really set your mind on it. Pisces energy, when our Pisces placements are in order, Pisces is a really good element and sign by way of the feet. You know, Pisces rules the feet. The fish represent going with the flow, but they're always going in opposite directions. I feel like that's balance. Because when you look at those two fish in opposite directions, if you really connect the tail to the tail, it makes the number 8. It makes the infinity symbol. The two fish are letting you know that something's always shifting, transfer of power. Maybe the right side of your body is, you know, stronger than the left side. You might need to transfer some power from the right side of your body to the left. Yeah, transfer of power. Masculine to feminine. Going within, allowing your masculine version of yourself to cater to your feminine energies. Come through, water signs. This is straight up downloads. That's what Spirit is saying. So tapping into that Piscean energy, seeing yourself in the Chariot, you're going to need your feet to follow suit. After you've made a mental conscious decision of what it is that you want, now I got to walk towards it. Pisces energy. Pisces rules the feet. Aquarius rules the ankles. I will include Aquarius in this water signs because I feel like so many people just want Aquarius to be air. Aquarius is more than air. They're water too. That's why they're always carrying the water. They're the water bearers. They have two elements. They're a very interesting sign. Hence the fact that we're in the age of Aquarius. I feel like we're learning more about Aquarian energy. You could be any water sign tapping into your Aquarius energy. What part of the body is that? Your ankles. You got one ankle communicating with the other ankle. You got one foot communicating with the other foot. But the brain and the consciousness is telling the whole body what to do. You got to move along. You got to move forward. Yeah, walking on water. But temperance. 1 foot on the water and 1 foot on land. Let's just see what the universe has to say here. Okay? I want to talk about this real quick. I'm just going to pull a few cards. I just got these cards. Okay, so I want to tap in real quick. And let's just see. What is that the universe wants us to know? Water signs. Water sign gang, gang, gang. It says your journey is unique and you are not alone. Ooh, you got supernatural beings. You got ancestors walking with you. Okay, you're not alone. This says allow yourself to dream big and then achieve it. Just like that, like real easy. Don't put too much pressure on it. Don't overthink it. You already know Ascended Masters. Water sign energy. Give me 2 more cards, Holy Spirit. Thank you. It's okay to take time for yourself. Self-care is important. That's what the card says. I like these cards. Look at these cards. Isn't that cute? Yeah, look, I can make it up. Allow yourself to dream big. Your journey is very unique. You're not alone. So this is where we talk about authenticity. When we say unique, it's not like anybody else. So when you get copycats in this inferior lifestyle energy, just hope that they figure it out. That's the best you can do. Okay, from your standpoint, this says allow yourself to rest and recharge. So some of you could be in hermit. Some of you could be gearing up for the latter part of the year. You know, when it starts to get cold, water signs. I say give me 2 more, but these are so good. I feel like I want to keep pulling. It's okay to ask for help when you need it, okay? Good help. I'm real specific. When I put my intentions out into the universe, when I ask for certain people to come into my life, I always ask for good help. You know, you don't just want anybody showing up. You know, people are like, I want a man. Well, any man will show up. I want a woman. Well, any woman will show up. I need somebody decent and in order. Somebody that likes themselves is easy to love. Do you like yourself? You know what I mean? Like, for real. Because people who like themselves, you know, there's a natural order of things. You really ain't got to struggle. You know, yeah, you like yourself. So they do things to better themselves. And it's really fun with 2 people who love themselves, loving one another in a balance. Yeah. It says you have within you strength to heal. So I'm talking to a group of healers, alchemists. You could be tapping into some type of new healing abilities. Okay. Some of you are shamans, or you're being called to be shamans, psychics, readers, Reiki healers. That's what I just heard. Water energy. So imagining yourself as water. Even when you're breathing, going with the flow. That's what I just heard. Seeing yourself as water. Going with the flow. That's a really good mental exercise, you know, by way of the imagination. The imagining faculties, to just imagine that you are water in your meditation. And breathe with the flow of the water. I like that for us. I love you, water signs. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If this did, give it a thumbs up. I will see you in the next video. Peace be with you.